a little taste of GD. People liked it a couple weeks ago. I said, well, we saved some for the Craigster because I know he's a big GD Fenderson fan.
Save some. There's still an hour left, and we've been doing this for like a year.
Save a little taste. Here's the big news that I talked about. I don't know when. I don't know when yet, because I think he does his show the same time as Kirk's show. So I've had a hard time scheduling.
Mhm.
But I have been asked to be on Coffee with the Dog.
I need that.
Isn't that exciting?
It is. It's going to be so unfunny because they're going to be so serious.
Well, here's the problem is Dog reached out to me. Mind Dog, he goes by, I think. And he goes, do you want to come on to confront GD Fenderson? And I was like, what am I going to confront him about? Hey, you're not funny.
Actually, you should do that as soon as you get on. Be like, hey, you're not funny, and just see what happens.
What am I going to take him to task on? Why are you funnier?
You should.
So I will be on with Coffee with the Dog and GD Fenderson. That's very exciting. So I figure I should fine tune my arguments here. I want to get a full taste of GD. He's also a bad boy of comedy, like the guys we were talking about earlier. Mm-hmm. Let's get. Well, where did we leave off on this special? Should we? We heard his Bible chunk. That was very fun. What's he moving to now? We are now at. I think Casey said we're about an hour and change into the special now.
Yep, and there's an hour left.
Boy, is that exciting!
Yeah.
Did you hear Casey's tease?
I did not.
It ends with some kind of musical number.
He watched the whole thing?
No, I think he said he just went to the end.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's very exciting. That's something to live for, guys. Tell Johnny Crutches, I've got good news.
Yeah. Come over.
You've got $35 and a musical ending to the GD Fenderson special coming your way.
For this next thing, it's a true story.
Must be, because you said that.
I need a man's name to tell the story.
How is this possibly going to be a true story?
I need a fictional made-up name to tell this true story.
I need any name. This is absolutely true. I need to give this guy one of your names.
Man's name. Ed? Okay, let me make myself clear. The reason why I want somebody's name is because I need the person to be anonymous. And since the person's name is Ed, I can't use Ed. So I wanted to be anonymous. So someone can give me another man's name, please. Marty? Cool, Marty.
Oh, I get it. That's a funny little joke. The guy's name is Ed.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny is that the guy's random name he chose was Marty. That was kind of funny, actually.
Why?
It's a name you don't hear. I was like, good for that guy.
I suppose. Craig's coming around on this guy. He's enjoying it.
No, that wasn't GD that said it. It was someone in the crowd.
Oh, okay.
So I'm at work with this guy named Marty. And Marty's talking to one of our...
It says Ed on the screen.
You know what? That's funny.
Yes.
That is the first time he has used that function correctly.
Yes.
So if you haven't watched our prior GD Fenderson stuff, he's done a very innovative thing. You got to give him that. You don't see this on other specials. For some of his punchlines, he has like tags written in subtitles.
Right.
That is the first time he has used that properly. That was actually kind of funny.
Okay, let me explain. At my job, we have some unusual titles.
Comedian?
I, for example, was an erector.
Sorry, we got to go back. Did he say he works on porn or something?
Did he? I thought he just said at my job.
Yeah, we'll go back a little bit. Maybe we missed something because...
The reason why I want somebody's name is because I need the person to be anonymous. And since the person's name...
Really drink this whole thing in.
...is Ed, I can't use Ed. So I wanted to be anonymous. So someone can give me another man's name, please. Marty. Marty? Cool, Marty. Got it. So I'm at work with this guy named Marty. And Marty's talking to one of our hookers.
Yeah, see?
Okay, let me explain.
He's a pimp.
That's what he's making it. He's going to be working at like a meat factory or something.
No, but he says erector.
Yeah, I know. And he said hooker, but I think the twist is going to be he's not a pimp.
I think you're giving him too much credit. Let's see.
Oh,
Hey, let's put $35 on it. Life-changing money.
Let's put a life savings amount on this.
We have some unusual titles. I, for example, was an erector.
Gets a laugh.
What does an erector do, you ask? I'll tell you.
Please.
My job was to take flat, lifeless cardboard and erect it into fully functional, hard boxes.
Damn it, you were right.
I was the fluffer of corrugation.
Wait, but then why are they hookers?
So when Marty...
He never explains that. Why are they hookers?
Unfortunately, he's beating that funny joke he had into the ground.
Oh, did he say Ed again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Says to the hooker, what are you doing? Everybody knows what the hooker does.
Okay, here we
The
go.
hooker takes good boxes and put them on a line, put them on hooks for everybody else to use.
I nailed it.
And she takes...
Well, how in fuck's name would you get a cardboard box on a hook?
You without wrecking the integrity of the cardboard. You can't.
Its function is to hold things, so you're certainly not poking holes in it. How are you getting this thing on a hook?
Are we hookers for this special because we're poking holes in everything he says?
Yes, we are comedy hookers.
Old boxes and throws them in a compactor. You know, hooker shit. What every hooker does. So she doesn't feel like explaining to Marty.
Yeah, I feel so silly
As
because
at least on their tax forms.
that's what it says.
Yeah. And that says Ed again because he said Marty.
He's finding his stride with the subtitles a little bit. It's the subtitles are now funnier than the spoken words.
I think that was always the case.
Well, they were always sillier, but I have to apologize to you. I got too consumed by the GD Fenderson angle of this, and I thought typically there aren't. You thought there was going to be a joke about having hookers and erectors. You thought he was going for a joke. I misjudged him, and I said Craig is wrong. I've studied this guy. It's not going to be a joke. He's going to be a pimp in this story. So I apologize to GD. I apologize to Craig. He's working at the box factory.
It's very big of you.
Yeah.
The box factory as a hooker. Huh?
I get it.
Everybody knows what the hooker does. So when Marty says, what are you doing? She says, I'm watching over the erectors to make sure they're doing their job properly.
It might work. So hookers are a real thing. Erectors. That's where I have a little trouble.
I mean, is that the title at like a pizza shop when you make the pizza boxes? You're an erector.
I assume that's not their only job. But
And he's putting Ed on the screen every single time he says Marty.
okay, well, we got it, GD. Less is more.
I can do that better than you because I literally have eyes in the back of my head. I said, Marty,
Yep.
you literally have eyes in the back of your head. He goes, oh, yeah. Do you know what literally means? Oh, yeah. I have a dictionary and a thesaurus. Okay. So
When he said I have a dictionary and a thesaurus, on the screen it says, and I was tested for literacy.
Why?
Because I think to him, dictionary and thesaurus are big words.
So he's like White Goodman in Dodgeball. You'll walk in, you'll see GD reading the dictionary.
I like to break a mental sweat too.
I'm just reading the dictionary. Boning up.
either
That would work. Hey, boning up would work good for this joke.
It's true.
But they're the people that. What do they do?
Boning.
This is work a lot better for a deli or something.
Yeah. My initial thoughts is where he was
Yeah.
going. What does he do for work? If he's just maybe he works at a pizza
He's a
shop.
rector.
At a pizza shop.
No, he works. He works with hookers at the box factory.
Yeah, they hook the order receipts and then send them to the kitchen.
That's not what he said. You're creating your own world.
I'm trying.
Hey, make your own 2-hour special, pal.
That's true.
Should not have been upset with me when I called him 4 Eyes. And I shouldn't have that point in my record. Or 2, he really does have a dictionary and a thesaurus, and he does not know how to use them. And they're keeping his tables level. Or 3, he doesn't know what they are. He thinks they're birth defects. Yes, what? I was born with a dictionary and a thesaurus.
What's happening?
Again.
Oh, man.
I didn't see this going this way. So the bit about the hookers in the box factory and the erectors, that's all to call some guy out for getting literally wrong?
That's what it seems like.
I was worried. I was like, oh, God, he might have snapped. Because I thought this was going to be a bit where the guy takes his hat off and he's got eyeballs in the back of his head or something.
With googly eyes. So he's like, ha ha.
Yeah, I didn't really know. But now he's just calling the guy out for having a dictionary and a thesaurus. Why did he set this up with this is a true story? Because that makes it funnier?
I don't know what the story is yet. We'll get there probably, I assume. So far, it's just...
There's no guarantee of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We'll agree to disagree then.
In hindsight. Now, have you ever had an idea at work? I mean, a really good idea that you like? I mean,
No. He's not changing topics, is he?
Seems like he... In his head, he's not changing topics.
He might not be. We'll give him a little time to breathe. I'm sorry, GD. Yeah, maybe he's not.
And then somebody that you have no respect for likes your idea. Now you don't know how to feel about that idea.
A reality star for president.
All right, GD. You scamp you.
See, that happened with me and Marty. I had this great idea at work, and Marty goes, that's a great idea. In fact, that's literally the best idea I've ever heard.
Hold on. I wish this special, I would watch that. I would pay up to $35 for this. If this special was just GD doing comedy and Craig reading the word Ed sporadically every few minutes. Every time he says Marty, Craig just says Ed for 2 hours. I don't know why. It's very amusing to me.
Along this bit field.
Literally? Do you know what literally means, Marty?
It says literally misses that word 1,000,000 times a day.
I'm in stunned disbelief.
Sorry, half the text is cut off.
Say it again. What is it?
It says literally misuses that word 1,000,000 times a day. The joke is you literally can't misuse it that much.
No, I got it. I got it.
Okay.
What I don't get, this is just to own a guy that's using literally wrong? Like that's what the whole bit is?
Nope. We gotta let him finish.
I suppose we do.
So I have this idea and this feeling that I don't know what to do with, because I thought it was a great idea until Marty thought it was a good idea also.
Ed.
I had a word for this feeling, so I did. Grande de mauvais allié. It's French. It literally means
like day job view.
Like day job view?
Mm-hmm.
Like day job view. Oh, deja vu.
Is that what he meant by that? It says like day, D-A-Y, space, J-O-B, space, V-I-E-W.
Yeah, he means deja vu. Go back. Let's hear if that makes sense. Rewind a bit.
Grande de mauvais allié. It's French. It literally
like day job view.
No, go back further. I want to hear the full. I really want to let this wash over me.
I don't know what to do with, because I thought it was a great idea until Marty thought it was a good idea also.
Ed.
So I had to come up with a word for this feeling, so I did. Grande de mauvais allié. It's French. It literally means
Like day job view.
Oh no, I almost had it. He's saying deja vu is French, right?
I don't think deja vu has been mentioned, has it?
No. I'm saying the term he said is French. How do you spell deja vu?
D-E
Look it up. Look it up.
Day E-E-J-A space V-U.
Deja vu. Maybe I'm wrong.
You might be right. But if that's the case, it took us this long to figure it out. The audience, clearly who didn't make noise, couldn't figure it out in real time.
But what's like deja vu or deja vu?
The French, he said it's a French word.
Like deja vu. Go back further than you did last time.
God.
we gotta crack this case. This happens with GD every time. We get to a joke that we just can't crack.
6 down.
I'm sorry?
6 down.
6 down, right, exactly.
Yeah, and this feeling that I don't know what to do with because I thought it was.
I didn't go back far enough, but
Yeah,
that's
go back further.
That's the beginning of the next segment, though, like where he stops.
I don't care. You gotta...
I feel about that idea.
Reality star for president.
See, that happened with me and Marty. I had this great idea at work, and Marty goes, "That's a great idea. In fact, that's literally the best idea I've ever heard."
Literally, okay.
Literally? Do you know what literally means, Marty? So I have this idea and this feeling that I don't know what to do with because I thought it was a great idea until Marty thought it was a good idea also.
Ed.
So I had to come up with a word for this feeling. So I did. Grande de mauvais allié.
I'm naming this episode Ed, by the way.
There's when we went to North Dakota, when Justin was driving the rental car, for some reason, every like 20 minutes or so, it would beep, and the car would read like it would flash on a screen. Would you like to take a break? And every time, Justin, in the same voice, he would stop talking. He would go, "Would you like to take a break?" And he would ask me that every time it beeped. And that's what I'm having flashbacks to that with this Ed business.
No, I'm gonna name this episode Marty parentheses Ed.
Ed. Yeah, that's good. But okay. Do we need to go back again to get the proper context?
I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
I don't think there's nothing could help us.
What is the chat thinking right now? By the time we get, form your thoughts, folks. And by the time we get to day job view, I want to know what people think this means.
All right, I'll go back a little bit then.
Okay.
Everyone, get your thinking caps on.
Yeah, please.
Let's do this.
And this feeling that I don't know what to do with because I thought it was a great idea until Marty thought it was a good idea also.
Ed.
So I had to come up with a word for this feeling. So I did. Grande de mauvais allié. It's French.
Like
It
deja
literally
vu. What?
Like, deja vu. Here's the thing: we're never gonna get. We can't listen to more and get the answer to that because it's one of the jokes on the screen.
I think I got it, and I think you were onto something.
Okay.
He was calling Marty, Ed, stupid, and he said it was a French word, like
Right.
deja vu, deja vu.
Deja vu.
Oh, I came. Now I'm saying what he said.
Like
deja vu.
Yeah.
I think that's the joke.
But hold on though. Marty has not been accused. You're not getting off that easy, Buster. Marty has not been accused of mispronouncing or misspelling.
He's being accused of being stupid, though, and doesn't know what literally means.
Yes, but you see, he's using literally wrong. He's not
And he's
writing
spelling deja vu wrong, like deja vu.
Yes, but what I'm saying is Marty has not been accused of spelling literally wrong. You see?
Funny story. My middle name, Martin. Ed.
And no one would spell, not right now, not for your own selfish indulgences. This is serious business here.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm imagining like your box eating dad is in front of a chalkboard, like trying to solve this with us. No one would pronounce. You see, Marty's stupid. Marty's a fucking moron. This guy.
Correct.
You wouldn't spell job J-O-B if you're dumb. You see?
Deja vu, deja vu.
Don't just say it back at me.
I'm trying to get in the head of GD.
No one would write job as a misspell for ja. That wouldn't be the easier way to spell it.
A girl with significant vocal fry might. I got
Marty we're talking about.
I got a new jaw.
They job, yeah. You're.
I think I'm onto something.
I think it's possible. What does the chat think? Do we have any theories?
Okay, GD Fenderson made up a new French word, a French term, but pronounced it wrong because he doesn't speak French. So the subtitles mispronounced a common French phrase.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like that.
That's what I was saying.
No. No, you said Marty is misspelling it because he's a fucking moron.
But the text is GD. It always has been.
Right.
We're always coming back to the same conclusion.
I don't think that's what you were saying, but I think that person is correct.
That's what I was saying.
Now, guys, I'd like to hear your thoughts in the chat. Is that what Craig was saying? Let me know.
All right, let me say what I was saying and tell me if it's the same thing.
Okay, all right.
Or we're all around the same thing. He's spelling it phonetically, essentially, as an idiot.
No. So that is what you were saying, and I think that's incorrect.
Oh.
I think what this person is saying
Mm-hmm.
is GD's French is so bad. This has nothing to do with Marty.
I thought that was the given, though. Like, we get it. The French is terrible. That could have been my mistake, though.
It was your mistake, I think.
Okay.
I don't know that we've cracked it, but that's a good theory. Day job view.
Well, you had deja vu right off the bat. You were in his head instantly. You go on that coffee and the dog show, whatever the fuck it's called, and be like, first thing out of your mouth, be like, I got the deja vu joke. See what
I think, but I could be wrong too.
It's the only thing that makes a modicum of sense.
Day job. It's a day job view. Your view from your day job.
View from your desk?
Is it possible he explains it if we keep playing?
No.
I don't think so either, but I think we have to. I think we have to accept that, unless there's any other good theories in the chat, which I think can't be.
Great idea, bad ally. Grande idée, mauvais allié. Now, the reason why I chose
There's no subtitle on that one?
French makes everything sound so much better, much more sophisticated. If I were to say, j'ai une érection coutonné sur ma fesse, it sounds nice. You could almost like peel a woman's panties off with that.
It actually sounds like fake French, if I'm being honest.
J'ai une érection coutonné sur ma fesse. It means I have a bump on my ass. Or, combien pour quel long? It sounds reasonable. Combien pour quel long? It means, how much for that one?
Oh my God. I was
sort of underwhelming after the bump on my ass.
Because it sounds so nice and innocent. Combien pour quel long?
The fuck was that?
What's happening?
Merci beaucoup.
He went back to factory settings.
I did Google that, and that's literally how it happened.
If we showed, speaking of factories, if we showed this to Michael Richards,
Yeah.
and said you go back in time and you either do the same set at the Laugh Factory or you do this for 2 hours. What do you think he's picking?
He's not changing a thing because that season of Curb was perfect.
That's true. Yeah, right. All right. I think you're probably right.
And I also use French.
Oh,
because we've already using so much French now in our language. It's part of our lexicon.
Because he did the clicking.
Yep.
He said, "It's okay. I'm 57% Bantu," which I think is one of those tribes.
Yeah.
So my joke was accurate.
No. I figured that's what it was, but no one perceived it as racist. It was just confusing.
Yes, it was. Like all of a sudden, this guy comes out of nowhere.
He's malfunctioning.
And I also use French because we've already using so much French now in our language. It's part of our lexicon. If I were to say "c'est la vie," everybody knows that's life.
Deja vu.
I'll say "c'est la guerre." Everybody knows that's war.
No one knows that.
If I said "voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?" See, everybody knows Netflix and chill.
What?
But you can't have my password.
What is that? I know what that means, but who's asking for your password?
The person he's going to Netflix and chill with.
Was this a big thing in 2016? Like that people were stealing passwords from comedians?
Was Netflix and chill a phrase back then?
Oh, yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
But it also has to be French because the English language is ruined. I mean, I grew up
proving that
with
right.
sentences and adages and sayings. But now everybody is LOL, SMH, THOT, eggplant winky face.
I don't know what any of that means.
Sentences have lost.
People don't say that out loud. Like that's not the spoken word.
Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. Burb.
You'd be thrown out of society if you spoke like that.
Yes. People will say LOL, but that's usually mocking you for a terrible joke.
Right.
I grew up with a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Now they say, what? One in the stink, two in the pink?
No, that's not a replacement for...
Now...
Why is this getting left? Stop it!
Wait, maybe it is.
All of you stop it!
Bird in the hand. Bird is common slang for dick in other countries.
No, you're working too hard.
Something in the bush.
You're working too hard. Take a break.
No. I'm trying to get in this guy's brain, and it's difficult.
Two in the pink, one in the stink. Like, that's a life lesson we teach kids.
Did he say two in the stink? Someone in the chat said that.
Other way. Oh, well, let's hear it. Let's hear it again.
God damn it, GD.
Let's see how GD gets down.
One in the stink, two in the pink.
Wow. He said it backwards.
Yeah.
Now, those
someone really liked that. One guy in particular.
Someone that was probably older than him.
And if you're a clever wordsmith or a cunning linguist, you could probably substitute two in the bush for two in the pink.
I'm a linguist.
Yeah, but
he wrote timeout on the screen. It says 2 fingers for a second opinion.
Why?
I don't know.
2 fingers for a second opinion. What does that mean now?
It's probably just a finger joke. I don't think there's much to this one.
It's very, very tricky, this guy.
I grew up with a penny saved is a penny earned.
Okay, hold on. Let me guess. Let me try and...
A penny saved is a penny earned.
Penny saved is a penny earned.
Now they have bite the pillow, you slut.
I was gonna say like 2 girls, 1 cup or something.
Ooh. Two pennies, 1 change cup.
That would be wild if that's what he says next. But all right.
See, now they say, I'm not saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke.
That's
You can say the N-word. You can say the N-word, GD.
Grammar aside, what are we teaching our children?
Well, you got to remember. Here's what you got to remember, though. We don't mention this enough when we talk about GD. This special came out in like 2016, 2017. So this was only 10 years after that song was a hit.
That's
It
true.
was only a decade since that song was popular.
That's true.
That pennies don't matter? That brown change doesn't matter?
You know, they're getting rid of the penny, GD.
They are, actually.
He's going to be crying racism.
All change matters.
We're proving it doesn't.
Oh,
Nickel, please.
Oh, boy.
hey, it's crushing.
You want to know what he said?
What?
My favorite punchline ever, he wrote.
Really? It's a throwaway joke I've heard Mark Normand make on 7,000 podcasts.
No kidding.
It's like it's not an original
No.
thing.
No, it's not.
Nickel, please.
Whoa. Don't say that.
I enunciated.
Sure you did.
I grew up with kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, we did that, didn't we?
This is going to be racist one.
Didn't we do that? Oh, no, it was a bird in the hand is two in the bush.
Yeah, bird in your ass is a great day at grandma's or whatever he's going to say.
I think
You're a
it's
fan, aren't you? You've heard this already.
two girls, one cup.
Oh, shit!
Wow.
Now, to be honest, I've
I
never
swear I have not watched this. I'm
Wow.
just thinking like the master.
See, I can't get in his head like you can.
Oh.
Two girls, one
people
cup.
have tried to show it to me.
But that's not a phrase.
It's a video.
It's a very specific thing.
Yeah. I'm not reading that one. He wrote, couple nickels stole my ...
Okay, got it.
You made me do it.
See it, I have to change my joke. So I refuse to watch that video. So in my mind, it is still a treatise on economics and the point of diminishing returns.
What?
In my mind, I could be wrong. I've never seen the video.
Still
Stop.
haven't.
What the Oh, the two girls, one cup.
Yeah,
That's the joke, because I still haven't?
that's what he wrote.
But he's just said he hasn't.
Still hasn't.
No, I got it.
He still has it. What more do you want from me?
I think I've hit I think we got to stop.
Go to blindmike.net for everything Blind Mike. Look at me. I did it. Kragers did it.